I try not to go out in public because I do shit like that. Yeah. Awkward things happen to me. Like I was out in front of this McDonald's and this girl comes up to me and she's like, "Excuse me, would you like a blowjob for $20? I'm like, "Are you kidding me? We're out in the middle of a busy McDonald's parking lot in broad daylight. Of course I want a blowjob for $20. But I'm a married man. I don't have $20. But I got these coupons. If you want to go into McDonald's with me, we can eat." So we go in there and everybody's staring at me because I'm sitting with a hooker. But she tells me her whole life story. She used to be an attorney, making 6 figures a year, man. She lost everything because she got hooked on drugs. And see, that's when it dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute, my best friend works right over at the drug rehab center. Maybe he'll give me $20. Oh, like 2 hours later, my wife calls me like, "Hey, babe, do you still have those McDonald's coupons?" I'm like, "Oh, no, I got rid of those. I forgot what I did with them. I gave them to a hooker." Yeah, but the reason is because I want a cheeseburger on your way home. I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Well, I've got a protein headache." I'm like, I don't know if it's a real headache. You know, I didn't say that, but I'm like, protein headache, real headache, you know? I'm thinking she's full of shit, but I'm driving home and I'm thinking about this the whole time. I'm like, does this work? You know, I get to the house, I bring her a cheeseburger, and I'm leaned up against the front door. She's like, "Babe, what's wrong? You okay?" I'm like, "Oh, I gotta get out of the house." She's like, "Well, what's wrong?" "I got one of those buffalo wing and beer headaches." Oh. Then karma got me. I wound up having a beer headache the next morning. Yeah. Y'all ever had Milwaukee's Best Ice? Anybody ever tried that stuff? Oh, that's the juice, isn't it? That is good stuff. I drank an entire 12-pack of that one night. And the weird thing was, the next morning, I go out and I'm helping my friend work on his Volkswagen bus. And we're both in the bus. And I farted. And he died. Oh man, it was rough. The ambulance shows up, the EMT's puking outside the van. He's like, "Jesus, how long has he been dead?" I'm like 11 minutes? Oh, I'm still lingering. Yeah, it was bad, man. And if you drink that stuff, and I heard there was some drinkers of it out here, read the box. Seriously. There's some states that have mandated that if you drink more than a case a week, you got to get a catalytic converter installed in your underwear. For emissions. My friend had to do it. He was actually like 2 decibels away from having to get a muffler. So consider that when you drink the beast. I wouldn't even be surprised if the government started making laws like that. Not at all. Like what are they doing now? They got texting and driving. That's illegal. That's illegal. And you know, there's like tons of distractions out on the road, and I know the government's not going to stop until they pretty much tackle all of them. I'm waiting on nose picking and driving. That's the one. Because you know there's been nose picking and driving accidents. You know there has. Yeah. Can you hear the commercial? "This is the booger I was picking when I lost control of my vehicle. Was it really worth risking my life over one cliffhanger?" Nose picking and driving is illegal. And if you're doing it, you're going to get caught. So the next time you think you might pick a winner, think again. Know the law. Pick it, flick it, then tick it. Don't be right. Guys, I think that's going to be my time tonight. Your next comedian is a tutor in training. She's gorgeous and talented. Put your hands together for Leslie Battle.
Only the married men notice that I'm gorgeous. So funny, Bone. How are you feeling tonight? Finally, a show where not every comic's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Same as I was 5 minutes ago, really. It hasn't changed that much. No, but I do call myself a cougar in training. Actually, I'm 42 years old. My kids are 19, 16, and 12, and I've been divorced now for a couple of years. So if you haven't figured it out yet, this is the face of the midlife crisis standing right here in front of you. For real, don't get it twisted. And then you put me out in traffic, it's a whole different day. Not even playing. But had a very, very significant event yesterday. The election and everything, right? I'm just saying, I know where I can get some party supplies real cheap. Because they had to plan that party. Whether or not they were going to get to have it was kind of consequential, right? But, everybody's celebrating and everything, and I gotta admit, I woke up this morning singing Free at Last because, hell, Jersey Shore got canceled. I'm real good with that. I mean, the hurricane was a little late, but hey, what's timing, right? But I get a little frustrated with what they call reality TV. It's really like alternate reality TV. Because, all of these folks are rich. Like, they call it Real Housewives, right? Honey, you ain't cooking dinner in those 6-inch stilettos. Don't even play that shit. Please. I gotta rest my feet up to put these on tonight. And then they get famous from having a show about being an ordinary person. Really? Alright. Like, being famous, I tell you, I think some of the celebrities think we're just as stupid as they are. Like Rihanna, not too long ago, she had that song, "Oh, Nana, what's my name?" Now look, I've been drunk before. I may forget where I live, I may forget how I got here, I'm not going to forget my fucking name. And then she's going to come out like, well, I can't get a guy to ask me out. Maybe it's because your ex is batshit crazy. Dudes only want to deal with one crazy person at a time, and it's the one they're going to get some booty from. Just saying. No, but like I said, I've been divorced now for a couple of years, and thanks to Captain Asshole, I'm in therapy. It's a good time. My therapist actually told me that I should consider this idea of having a second childhood because I've always felt responsible for other people. So I got this naughty schoolgirl outfit. Now all I need is a 27-year-old English teacher who thinks I'm 17. Because see, I missed out on that during my puberty. The teachers were hitting on me. Thank you, everyone, for acknowledging how unattractive I was as a teenager. But I tell you, being a parent, it's kind of challenging because you expect your kids to act like you and think like you because, they live in your house and you feed them. So, you think it's just fair play. And it's like, for me, my ex is German-Irish, blue-eyed dude, right? So I have blue-eyed babies. Yeah, I was in the delivery room like, anybody else confused? What just happened? I know that don't run on my side of the family for real. And I have to tell you, I grew up in the South. I grew up in Texas. My great-great-grandparents were slaves. And one of the things about being in an interracial relationship is there are certain things that get taken for granted that maybe shouldn't. For example, our son was doing a genealogy assignment for school, and it was how far back can you trace your family? Now, knowing that my great-great-grandparents were slaves, I know that the records only go back so far. But my ex, Mr. Graduated from public school, kind of didn't think that far ahead. So he's saying, well, my grandma's parents came over from Ireland on whichever boat, and my grandfather's parents came over from Germany on whichever boat. Then serious as hell, he looks me straight in the face, and he's like, well, baby, which boat do you think your folks came over on? And I'll admit to you, after having my blue-eyed babies, there were a couple of times that I questioned my heritage. This was one of them because, contrary to what I'm supposed to do, I didn't kill his ass right then. But instead, I gave it a little bit of thought, and I said, well, honey, there's a distinct possibility that our folks came over on the same boat. It's just mine we're rowing. Thank you, Funny Bone. I enjoyed my time. Enjoy the rest of the comments. Coming up after me is comedian Looney Shows.
Very much. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out and supporting your comment. My name is Looney Shows, and I do not have any election jokes. The guy I voted for did not win. Don't be surprised. I had a dream.